Misinformation and causing drama in missing persons cases hurts the family and the integrity of the case. Social media can spread false information quickly, causing unnecessary panic and diverting resources from the actual investigation. This not only takes a heavy emotional toll on the families but can also lead to legal consequences for those spreading false information. Being truthful and only sharing facts when sharing missing person cases can greatly impact the case. Verifying information before sharing is crucial. Law enforcement and media play key roles in disseminating accurate information. False leads can hinder investigations, making community support vital in finding missing persons. Families of the missing are vulnerable to outsiders and should be spoken to with compassion and the utmost respect. Misinformation can lead to false hope or despair, causing severe psychological distress. For example, some families have been misled by false sightings, leading to emotional roller coasters. The psychological impact is profound, often resulting in anxiety, depression, and trauma. Community organizations play a crucial role in offering support, providing a safe space for families to share their experiences and receive emotional support. It's essential to approach these families with empathy, understanding, and respect, ensuring they feel heard and supported. Imagine a clock, always ticking but the hands are frozen. That's what it's like for families of the missing. Each second is agony, uncertainty, a lead weight. They exist between grief and hope, a limbo no one deserves. The world moves on, birthdays pass, holidays come and go, but for these families time is a broken record, stuck on the day their loved one vanished. Sleep offers no escape, only nightmares and the cold sweat of what-ifs. Laughter feels like betrayal. They replay memories, searching for clues, for some explanation. Their loved one isn't just gone, they've vanished into thin air, leaving behind a silence that screams. Now imagine someone promising answers, offering a glimmer in the darkness, then silence, or worse, a dead end. False hope is a cruel joke, deepening the wound already carved by loss. Every unanswered phone call, every fruitless search party, every well-intentioned but empty promise adds another layer of pain. It chips away at their faith in humanity, in justice, in everything. And then there's the judgment. The whispers that maybe they did something wrong, that maybe they should just move on, as if the gaping hole in their lives could ever be filled with platitudes. The authorities, burdened by caseloads and red tape, sometimes add to the hurt. Lack of communication, slow responses, information withheld, it all feeds the monster of uncertainty. Families feel helpless, lost in a system that seems indifferent to their pain. The statistics are grim. Suicide rates among families of missing persons are significantly higher than the national average. The constant stress, the lack of closure, the feeling of being forgotten, it takes a devastating toll. But there is hope. It lives in the communities, in the ordinary people who choose empathy over apathy. We can be that hope. Share a missing persons flyer, volunteer for a search party, offer a shoulder to cry on, a listening ear. Sometimes even a simple smile and a nod of acknowledgement can make a world of difference. It tells them they are not alone, that someone sees their pain, that their loved one is not forgotten. It reminds them that even in the darkest night, a single spark of kindness can light the way. Let's be that spark. Let's choose compassion. Let's be the village that embraces those shattered by loss and helps them find the strength to keep going. Because everyone deserves to be found and everyone deserves to be heard. A mother's worst nightmare. The disappearance of Marissa Carmichael. January 14, 2024. A date forever etched in Sarah Carmichael's mind. This was the day her daughter, 26-year-old Marissa Carmichael, vanished. Marissa, a vibrant young woman and mother of 5, was last seen at an Exxon gas station on 809 East Market Street in Greensboro, North Carolina. The day before, Marissa had enjoyed a night out with friends, first at 117 Lounge and later at an Airbnb after-party. Little did anyone know that this night of fun would precede a heart-wrenching mystery. In the early hours of January 14th, Marissa found herself stranded at the Exxon station. At 3:40 a.m., fear laced her voice as she dialed 911. She told the operator a man had taken her phone. She needed a ride home. She mentioned being asked to pick up items at the gas station. The details were fragmented, adding to the growing concern. Just 6 minutes later, another 911 call was placed, though the details of this call remain unclear. The police were dispatched at 4:19 a.m., arriving at the gas station at 4:21 a.m., but it was too late. Marissa was gone. The only clue left behind was chilling surveillance footage. It showed Marissa leaving the gas station in a vehicle. Beside her was an individual identified only as a witness. Who was this person? And what did they know about Marissa's disappearance? The unknown is a cruel tormentor. Each unanswered question deepens the wound of Marissa's absence. As days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, one question echoes in the hearts of those who love her most. Where is Marissa Carmichael? A mother's anguish. Living without Marissa. Sarah Carmichael is trapped in a nightmare. The disappearance of her daughter has shattered her world. Every sunrise is a painful reminder of Marissa's absence. Every sunset brings a fresh wave of despair. The once ordinary routines of life are now agonizing reminders of what she has lost. Sarah's days are consumed by a relentless search for answers. She scours social media, chases down every lead, and clings to the hope that her daughter is still out there. Yet the pain of not knowing is a heavy burden to bear. It manifests in sleepless nights, panic attacks, and a constant knot of anxiety in her chest. The joy has been drained from her life, replaced by an unbearable void. 9 agonizing months have passed since Marissa vanished. 9 months of birthdays celebrated without their mother. 9 months of unanswered questions from 5 children who desperately miss their mom. Their innocent pleas for her return are like daggers to Sarah's heart. How do you explain the unexplainable? How do you comfort children who yearn for a mother's embrace that may never come? The passage of time does little to ease the pain. It only amplifies the fear, the uncertainty, and the overwhelming sense of loss that permeates every aspect of their lives. Marissa is not just a name on a missing person poster. She is a daughter, a mother, a friend, a soul deeply missed by those who loved her most. A community's hope. The search continues. Marissa's disappearance has sent shockwaves through Greensboro. This close-knit community refuses to let her fade into the background. Flyers bearing Marissa's smiling face are plastered on every street corner, a constant reminder that she is still missing. Strangers have become advocates, sharing her story online and participating in search parties. The Greensboro Police Department continues to investigate Marissa's disappearance. They have released a surveillance photo of Marissa at the Exxon station, hoping someone will recognize something, anything, that could lead to her whereabouts. But so far the trail has gone cold. Despite the lack of answers, the community's resolve remains unshaken. They organize candlelight vigils, prayer circles, and fundraising events to support Sarah and her family. There's a shared belief that someone, somewhere, holds the missing piece of the puzzle. The power of community is a beacon of hope in this dark time. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to rally around those in need. Even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the people of Greensboro refuse to give up hope. They remain united in their determination to bring Marissa home. Every second counts. Join the search for Marissa. Marissa Carmichael is more than just a missing person. She is a mother, a daughter, a friend, and a vital part of a community that desperately wants her back. Her disappearance has left an unfillable void in the lives of those who love her. The Greensboro Police Department needs your help. No detail is too small. If you have any information about Marissa's disappearance, please come forward. Even the smallest piece of information could be the key to bringing her home. Please remember Marissa's last known appearance. She was wearing a white Tweety Bird T-shirt, blue jeans, and yellow sneakers. She has long black and blonde braids, a heart tattoo on her face, and a butterfly tattoo near her eye. Time is of the essence in missing person cases. Every second counts. If you know anything, please contact Crime Stoppers at 336-373-1000. You can remain anonymous. Every year, countless individuals vanish without a trace. Families are left with agonizing questions. The not knowing is a heavy burden. Hope for their loved one's return battles with the fear of the unknown. This vulnerability makes them susceptible to those who would exploit their pain. Scammers see opportunity in tragedy. They contact families with false information, claiming to have their loved one or knowledge of their whereabouts. They manipulate emotions, demanding money for ransoms or information. These heartless acts compound the family's suffering. Often, law enforcement lacks the resources to effectively pursue these leads, leaving families feeling lost and betrayed. Media attention can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it raises awareness and can generate leads. On the other hand, sensationalized reporting can distort facts and hinder investigations. Intense scrutiny can also re-traumatize families. Finding the right balance between public interest and responsible reporting is crucial. Families of missing persons often face judgment and blame. Whispers question their actions, fueling rumors and conspiracy theories. Misinformation spreads rapidly, especially online. These baseless accusations add immense emotional distress to an already unbearable situation. It's crucial to remember that these families deserve our empathy, not our judgment. Section 5. A call for empathy. Supporting families in the face of uncertainty. Supporting families of missing persons requires empathy and understanding. Offer a listening ear without judgment, validate their feelings. Small acts of kindness can make a world of difference. Section 6. Navigating grief's labyrinth. Understanding the emotional roller coaster. Families of missing persons experience grief differently. The uncertainty prolongs their pain. They may cycle through denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance multiple times. Be patient and recognize that their emotional responses are valid. Section 7. Practical ways to help actions speak louder than words. There are tangible ways to support these families. Help distribute flyers. Share their stories on social media. Donate to organizations that assist in searches or provide emotional support. Even a simple phone call to check in can provide comfort. Section 8. Advocating for change. Amplifying the voices of missing persons and their families. We must advocate for better resources for families of missing persons. This includes increased funding for law enforcement investigations, support services, and mental health resources. By raising awareness and demanding action, we can help ensure that these families are not forgotten. Section 9. A shared humanity. Cultivating compassion and understanding. The disappearance of a loved one is a tragedy that could befall anyone. Let us approach families of missing persons with compassion, respect, and a willingness to help. By fostering a society that prioritizes empathy and support, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of those facing unimaginable loss.